What's going on YouTube? StreetRunner51 here, coming at you with an update deck profile today. I just went to locals, made top 8 with Madolche. I unfortunately lost in top 8 because I messed up, made a misplay. I'll tell you what it was later, but yeah. I'm satisfied though. Just to know I made top 16, or top 8 I mean, at locals. You know, I was surprised. But anyway, I'll get right into it. Start off with the AAA and Jelly. Not gonna explain much. 3 Madolche, 3 Hoot Cake. It's more consistent at 3. 3 Messenger Gelato. Playing 2 is nice, but whenever you open with 1, it makes it so if you open with 1 and you play 2, then you can't really do your full combo. If you play 3, you can do your full combo, so I like to play 3 for that reason. Plus it's 21 under the Chateau, which is pretty useful nowadays. So yeah, playing 3 of them. 1 Mufule, I like testing it out. I've tried it. I like it. I'm not going back. It is perfect at 1. Literally just perfect. 2 Spell Striker. I didn't have the hands in time for the tournament, so I just decided to put these in instead, and it worked out like a charm. Worked out amazing. I love it. Eccentric combos. Same with the Construction Train Signal Red. This was in place of the Ice Hand. I figured I don't want to max C and then draw into nothing, so I played this, and it actually put in work. And so then I played 2 Max C. Yep. Max C, great card. When, like, this card alone, if you don't have this card, the deck is basically functionless. It doesn't function anywhere near as well without Max C in the deck. You have to play it, unfortunately. If you don't have it, I mean, I wouldn't recommend playing Madolches because it's just too necessary. Then I play 2 Chateau and a Ticket in the spell lineup. It ran pretty fluently. I didn't have any problems with it. Play 2 Instant Fusion just for some more combos. Playing 2 Duality. I like Duality in this deck, actually. It hasn't hurt me at all, ever. There was never a time when I'm like, oh, I wish this was something else. It's never bothered me once. So, 2 Duality, and 2 MST. Self-explanatory, staple. For the traps, I made 1 change after the tournament, which I'll get into right now. It has to do with vanities. Anyway. 1 Palooza. I did not play Wiretap during the tournament. I played Emptiness in the main deck. So I'm just gonna, I played 1 Emptiness, and Emptiness was fine. I just never found myself needing it. But I never found myself needing it as much, especially game 1 when the variables were, do they special summon, do they not, you know, all that other stuff. But Wiretap would have always been useful. So that's why I decided to put Wiretap in the main deck. The 1 Wiretap is just an extra trap stun, basically. It makes it so they can't warning you. If you have trap stun face down, you have a Wiretap face down, you might as well start your play and then Wiretap because it ends the chain, and then they can't do anything, and then you trap stun them if they don't, if they don't have warning, then they can't stop you anyway, so definitely more useful. And 2 trap stun because 3 is too many, but 1 isn't enough, so you need 2. Playing 2 Fiendish Chain, I like it a lot. You could argue this versus Breakthrough. In the long run, in actually taking it to a tournament and playing it, this worked out better because it saved me from dying several times. Something unexpected that people didn't think I would do was play 3D Prison. It was just more useful. I figured might as well negate attacks because you guys are weak if you don't have it. So you might as well just play the D Prisons, and it worked out amazing. Then the 3 monster removal cards. Warning, Compulse Bottomless. It was phenomenal. Sorry about that. I'm just getting the extra deck. I made a couple changes after the tournament to the extra deck. Nothing that really impacted what I'm about to show you now. 2 Queens. 2 Levier. 1 Invoker. I would not play 2. 2 is too many. I barely made 1, but this card's good nonetheless. 1 Engineer. This card was good. one Nightmare Shark won me a game. Acid Golem, you should definitely play this card. It actually won me a match because I made it 2 games in a row, and in making this card 2 games in a row, I won. It was phenomenal. Would never go back. Play 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. If I had it in the tournament, I actually probably would have done a little bit better, but Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon's good because you don't have any rank 4s that can beat over anything, and 2500 on its own, if it gets failed, it's still better than any other rank 4 you can make on its own. I would definitely say Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon is a card you should play in this deck because beating over monsters is hard to do. If you can't make her and you only have instant fusion, you might as well be making him because he does literally the exact same thing. He gets rid of monsters that are hard to get rid of. And I played 1 Castel, but I upped it to 2 afterwards. I mean, this would be a Heartland Draco if I had one. But I just took out a Zen Mains and a Nat Beast from the extra deck because I just took out the TG Striker that I played in the sideboard because I didn't think it was good, so I put this in place of the Nat Beast, but technically this would be a Heartland Draco if I had one. But it's good nonetheless. I mean, it saved me once or twice, and I mean, I wouldn't go back. It's a good card. I can't blame you if you play 2, but I would do 1 and 1 Heartland personally. Then I played 1 Blade Armor. And I didn't use it, but I figure it's going to be good one of these days, so when one of these days comes, I'll have it in the extra deck. 1 Cowboy, and then the instant fusion targets being Carbonella Warrior and a Flame Ghost. I would make this a fusionist, but it doesn't really matter. You can go either way with it. For the side deck, I sided this for the walls, and honestly, it didn't even do anything, so I mean, you can take this out if you want. I sided, so Scarecrows, I never saw them. I never saw these ones, but, I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you still play them, though, because OTK decks are prevalent. It's a really good card, so I would definitely sideboard 2 of them, because you need something to draw into a Max C. Then this against any Monarch-based deck, anything that tributes monsters, Zombie World's good. And this is good against Cliffort. Oh, this is also good against Cliffort. But, yeah, it's good against Cliffort, but I never faced him. Sorry, the 3 Lance, I never saw them. Never saw the 3 Lance. Not once, not ever. Sided Regeki, never saw it. Not once, not ever. This was in the main deck. This wasn't in the side deck, but I just took out some cards. I took out the TG Striker for this. Sided 2 Shadow Imprisoning. Never saw it. Not once, not ever. Sided 2 Geometrio. Never put it in the main deck today, but I figured might as well side it because people are starting to pick up popularity, try it out, But all in all, for the side deck put in absolutely 0 work. The side deck did not do anything for me. I might as well have not even played it because I never draw. I never once drew a card that I sided in. Nope. If you saw the whole day, I Max C'd, I drew 3 cards off Max C, I've done all that stuff, and I did not draw 1 side deck card. Nope. All day. And I still managed to go into top 8. So, as you can see, we're just going to go off the main deck. We're going to reflect off the main deck because the side deck is absolutely irrelevant this video. All in all, the main deck functioned like a well-oiled machine. It did everything I wanted it to do. It had not let me down. In top 8, game 1, I actually bricked for the first time all day. And even when I bricked, I Max C'd and I would have came back, but I got OTK'd turn 2. So there wasn't really much I could do there. There was literally not a damn thing I could do to win game 1. There wasn't a thing I can do to win game 2 except not misplay, which was I should have deprisoned a card and I forgot. But anyway, that's the main deck. I mean, the reason I lost was my own fault. So it wasn't really the deck that failed me. It was myself. I just forgot. So there wasn't really much I can say about that. But anyway, that's the deck. I highly recommend you try it out. Right now, it is literally, you can take on anything. You can beat Burning Abyss. I played Burning Abyss. I played against Shaddoll. I didn't play against Cliffort, but Cliffort, it's an easy matchup. I played tested against him, Cliffort, and I won. But Shaddoll's, I 2-0'd Shaddoll's. I 2-0'd, I 2-1 to Burning Abyss. Played some anti-meta stuff. I won against that. I won against the Flip Effect guys, the freaking the Raccoon deck. I beat that. I lost to Heretics, and I lost to Macro. So, I mean, the Macro loss was my own fault too. I misplayed in that, but I mean, it happens. But that's a deck. Highly encourage you to try it out. It is phenomenal. It's fun. You have a wide variety of things you can go into. But anyway, just check it out. Tell me what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and peace out, YouTube.